Hey lovely people, you're welcome once again to my channel. My name is Gloria and you're welcome to RIA'S. If you're new here, you're very welcome. In this channel we'll talk about family, we'll talk about motherhood most especially, and we'll talk about faith. Like we connect everything and tag it to faith, you know. So in one way or the other, you hear me say thank God, you say thank you Jesus, you say I'm grateful, for the viewers that always keep coming back. You are the real MVP. In today's episode, we will be talking about how to push better during childbirth. Forget this dressing. We're ready to do this. This is a practical episode. So let's just run straight into this episode. Well, just to let it out there, I'm not an expert, but by the grace of God, I have had 2 beautiful kids. And so I believe I know a thing or two. You don't have to be a mom of 10 children to be able to give advice on things like this. And so please know that I'm giving this based on experience. All right. Number 1, this may sound cliche, but it is breathe. Now, remember, in this episode, I'm not talking about during labor, like when you're contracting, having contractions and all of that while you're still in labor. No, I'm talking about the actual deal, the actual job of pushing. If you're pushing, you're not shouting. If you're shouting, you're not pushing. So the two don't go together. So the best thing for you to do is to breathe. And when I say breathe, I am not saying breathe with your mouth. You breathe with your nose and don't bring it out. Take it to your tummy and use it. Okay? So that's number 1. Let's try it. Number 1 is don't breathe like this. If you do like that, the air will be stuck here. You can't breathe, you can't even take it to your nose. Like it will seem like you're suffocating. So for you to breathe, you have to breathe with your nose. Like this. Now it's there. You can walk with it. Then you can try and push from there. Don't breathe. If you're practicing for labor, like you're contracting and you're just trying to help yourself because you're still dilating, you can breathe in with your nose and out with your mouth. It may sound like too much work, but it will go a long way. Use it into your, like take it to your muscles, like your internal organs, like work with your muscles down there. I remembered with my son, it was a bit difficult because I've been induced. I was not feeling any pain at that moment. So I wasn't like, I didn't even know. Just imagine someone telling you, go and poop. And you're feeling like, I don't want to poop. I'm not feeling to poop. But they're telling you, just go and poop. Try. You're there. But nothing is coming out, right? So that was the feeling I had when I had taken the epidural. Now there was no pain anymore. I was feeling fine and all that. And now the doctor is telling me, the midwife is telling me, push. Why were they telling me to push? They can see it in the monitor because I was being monitored on the screen. The baby was being monitored. That there is a wave of contraction coming. But me, I wasn't really feeling it so much. Yes, you feel like a wave. So they had to tell you, push. So what do? You can't shout, and at that moment you can't shout because you're really not feeling any pain. Why are you shouting? So the best thing to do is inhale and use all your force. It can be tiring. That's why they'll tell you stop, breathe, stop, breathe. So you take it and walk with your muscles in there, like your muscles, use them and push all you can. I must admit I was tired at some point. Like I was just tired. I was like, is this not going to end? And it was just at that the nick of time where I was tired, because sincerely I was tired. Then they just gave me that little cut and baby came out. So push. To push, please breathe. Number 2, focus on any beautiful memory. I choose beautiful memory rather than a bad memory. For my daughter, what actually encouraged me to push was when I heard the midwife saying, let's cut her. In fact, then I became serious. Then immediately my mind just went to when I had a dream. So that was like a strong memory to push me. It wasn't a beautiful memory, but it was a strong memory to push me, to push. And so for you, I really hope new moms, current pregnant moms, to get yourself in the zone, I would really appreciate if you would think of a beautiful memory. For example, when I obviously with Zoe, I was just thinking when I would be walking with him on the street, strolling with him, wearing denim on denim, denim on denim, with myself, him, and the dad, or just imagining him wearing those beautiful clothes. Just think of beautiful memories that is telling you, oh, baby is here already. That would also encourage you to push better. Okay, so focus. You can even start thinking. If I were you, I'll start thinking of beautiful memories that I would hold on to when it is time to push. Number 3 practical step that will help you to push better is don't be afraid to poop. When I say poop, don't be afraid to open your bowels. Now, I have 2 practical examples. Number 1, when I was having Zoe, remember I've been giving the epidural, right? So I wasn't feeling anything. So I was pushing. I was trying on my best and pushing, and I was concerned that I didn't want to poop. I remember I kept asking my husband, "Are you sure I'm not pooping? Have I pooped? Have I pooped?" And he's like, "No, you're fine. You haven't pooped. Just focus." The midwife was telling me, "You haven't." I felt like they were pampering me when they're telling me, "No, poop has not come out. There's no poo down there." But I just didn't believe that. So I was asking my husband, "Have I pooped?" That was not helping me to push, guys. It wasn't helping me. The moment I released myself and just I didn't care, that was when the baby came out. And yes, I didn't poop that time. Number 2, Petra. The thing is, when you're getting ready to have your baby, right? When you're dilating gradually, you're entering that phase of when baby is going to come. You may have loose bowels, you may have diarrhea. I would have diarrhea on end, and at that moment, that day, I remember that morning I had gone to empty myself in the toilet, so it was really loose. And now I was having my baby. I was afraid, not afraid, I didn't want to poop, so I was holding my bum. Now guys, please practice with me. If you're trying, just say you want to go and pee, if you want to go and pee and you're holding your bum, you're holding your anus down there, can you really pee? As women, I don't know about guys, but as a woman, if you're holding your anus, can you pee? No. It's I remember where the baby is going to come out from is where pee comes out from, right? If you're trying to push and you're holding your anus in there, you're not going to be able to push successfully, so you'll just be wasting your time, your energy, in fact, and you're stressing the baby. It is not safe for the baby at that point. So what I would encourage is, please push and release everywhere. The minute I released myself, initially for Petra, like I said, I was afraid to poop because I knew I was going to poop. I had loose bowel already. In fact, I was just apologizing, and I told the midwife, "I'm sorry, I'm going to poop." And they said, you're fine, Gloria, just let yourself out. They don't care. They only want the baby to be safe. So please, poop as much as you want. This video has talked about poop so much. So poop as much as you want. And the minute I let myself go and I released my anus and started pushing, that was when I started making progress. Immediately I started making progress. The midwives have seen poop back and forth. They would clean it. I remember I just kept apologizing. I'm sorry. But you're fine. At the end of the day, I pushed so well. In fact, the minute I started releasing myself, those were the things that delayed my delivery. If I had let myself go, maybe I would have had my baby in 15 minutes. Okay? So please, let yourself go. Don't be afraid to poop. They'll clean it. They're amazing people, right? They're amazing. The midwives are amazing. God bless you all. Number 4 is, if you are induced, follow your midwife's instruction. If you are induced, follow their instruction. I don't know, I don't want to be myopic in this area. It's because I've had 2 types of birth, and I believe those are, I don't know how it works in other parts of the world. Let's just say from Africa and all of that. I don't know how it works. But I believe that if you're induced, your baby's It's connected to the monitor. Your tummy is connected to the monitor, so they are watching everything. They know if the baby's heartbeat is going up or down, just how to control things. So listen to your midwives. When they tell you stop, they mean stop, because there's a point where you get and you may be suffocating the baby, right? So the best thing is when they tell you, especially when you're induced or you are under epidural, right? The best time is for them to, when they tell you push, push. If they say stop, stop. And whenever you stop, breathe and just relax yourself, because it will take a while. Some persons push for 2 hours. For my son, I pushed for 1 hour. For Petra, I pushed for like 30 to 35 minutes, so it will take a while. And if you were not induced or you didn't take epidural, it's a natural progression of labor and birth, right? Follow your instinct. I remember with Petra, because I was not induced, I didn't take the epidural. What happened? They were just asking me, is another contraction coming? Is another contraction coming? So I was like the boss. So you can't tell, So they can't tell. All they have to do is follow your prompting, right? And please, once the contractions come, focus. Like I said, don't shout. If you shout, you're not helping yourself. Just imagine like, you are shouting. Nothing is going on down there. In fact, you're just exacerbating yourself. You're just weakening yourself and losing all your energy. So if you're not induced and if you're not with epidural, you didn't take epidural, then be the boss. Take charge of yourself, and when every contraction comes, utilize it to the fullest. Any other points that you have? This is just a short episode. If you have any points, moms that have had different experiences, please share in the comments section. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and support this ministry. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate your time and for being here with me. God bless you. Have a wonderful week. Bye.